My brothers and sisters in Christ, with yesterday's celebration of Christ the King, we have come to the final week of the liturgical year. Today is Monday of the 34th week in Ordinary Time. This upcoming Sunday, we begin Advent and a new year. And so the readings today, we start the book of Daniel, but the Gospel of Luke comes to its end, at least up to the entrance into Jerusalem of Jesus. And so today we hear a very simple passage, but one worth our profound meditation in this final week of the liturgical year. And that is what's come to be known as the widow's mite. The widow who puts in the 2 small coins, and Jesus declares that her gift is greatest of all. Why? Because it was given out of her poverty and not her surplus. And so as we have in recent days reflected on Thanksgiving, in gratitude, we're called to look at all of the blessings that have been bestowed upon us and to see if we have lived lives of grateful response. And by that, I mean, are we free in returning or sharing the blessings we have received? Now, often our minds always go to money, and certainly that plays a part in it. But our lives of gratitude and stewardship go far beyond dollars and cents. They go into our sense of our time, our acts of service and love to one another. Are we generous? The widow gave what seemed like a tiny amount, and yet it was generous beyond belief because she gave from that which most would say she couldn't spare, and yet she gave it anyways. And God declares her blessed. So often we are afraid. We hold back for ourselves. We're afraid of being overextended. And so whether it's our donation, but also whether it's that time somebody needs from us, whether that act of service which we feel moved to do, but are hesitant to commit to it. There's so many times in which we can hold back for ourselves. The Lord encourages us to be generous. To be generous, and we won't regret it. Why? Because God blesses a cheerful giver. However we offer ourselves to others, God blesses us. When we give not just from what's extra around, that is not to be dismissed. That can do great good, but that isn't an act of true generosity. If it's, no skin off our back to give it, then have we really given a profound gift? But instead, when we give from the place where, so to speak, it hurts a bit, and yet we do it out of selfless love for another, then suddenly, God will not overlook this. He will respond. Does that mean if you write a check for a certain amount of money and give it away, that mysteriously that money will show up the next day? Not necessarily, although people always have their stories in which providentially things seem to happen. But that's not the point. The point is we will be blessed. God will not abandon the one who does not, spare expense to self and helping out others. God will not leave us out to dry, as we need to learn for our first instinct to not be to retract and protect ourselves, but our first instinct to be generous, to help, to give to one another, to love. If we do this, we can truly begin to grow in charity, and God will continue to bless us, because as He blesses us, He then extends the ability to bless others through us. So, my brothers and sisters, in this last week of the liturgical year, as we get into a period of holidays, may we respond to Him with gratitude, and may we turn and give freely and live lives of true charity. May God bless you all.